The grind back to Radiant is finally seeing some progress. This week we were able to go from Ascendant 1 to Immortal 1 and actually shoot back. I had not only one, but 2 match MVP games this week, which hasn't happened yet. I'm starting to get some confidence back, but I'm also facing my biggest challenge yet. My mental this week has been fragile, so I think it'll be important to highlight. If you're new, this series is me documenting my journey from retired back to Radiant. I quit playing Valorant to focus on coaching and content, and now I'll be coaching myself back to Radiant for you to follow along. Thanks for the feedback from last video. Basically, you guys were saying you would like to see more context. I did notice that the video kind of came out to just game summary. So in this video, I'm going to break down some games that I thought were important this week and more specific rounds instead of just summarizing every single game. If you're here for just the record, I had 12 wins and 9 losses this week compared to the 3 wins and 11 losses last week. Okay, so for the first game of this week, I was playing Reyna on Ascent. To be honest, I don't know why I picked Reyna because I was filling before, but I guess I was feeling confident that day. And it was, I think, the right choice because I had multiple 2Ks and 3Ks, which I'll break down some of those for you guys. So this was my first game trying out ExitLag to try to fix my ping, and it actually broke my voice comms. So for the first part of this game, I had no comms. But anyways, let's get into the pistol round. So we're doing a little fast B rush here, and I didn't buy flash. That's my mistake. I didn't really realize we were going B, so I was kind of late to it. And then as we were executing, their clove through their decay in B main, and I didn't make it out of the smoke yet, so I decided to wait. At this point, I'm just staring at the minimap, looking for a timing to come back out and making sure my pre-aim is good when I go through the smoke. I got the trade on Clove, even though he killed 3, and then I'm able to kill the Reyna that runs out spawn. Unfortunately, we lose to the Phoenix just running out spawn, but I was able to get 2 kills there, which felt pretty nice. Eventually, we make it to round 6, and I had to just completely turn off my exit lag, and my ping jumps back up to 50. I wasn't able to figure out how to fix it during the game, so I just turned it off and continued to play the game. The next round I want to highlight is my favorite way to play the A post plant. So basically, you just play on jump up, which is the box below heaven, and then once your teammate shoots at the guy heaven, or you just know they're coming out, you jump up and then try to shoot them in the center of the head. I try and do this on pretty much a post plant. You just have to understand when you should give up the position, which is the next round I'll show you here. So this round I tried to play jump up again, but they ran a blind, Sova drone, and Phoenix flash, so I had to give it up. I quickly went to hell for safety and then started trying to come back out to fight with my teammates. After getting the first kill, I wanted to immediately reposition into a new angle to try to get another kill. Since I had another dismiss, I just went as wide as possible, got the kill, and then dismissed back into cover. And that got me a 3K. So you can see, even though my post plant plan was to be jump up, I had to quickly adapt and I was still able to get the kills. Flipping over to defense half, we were having a little bit of trouble, but I was able to get a nice 3K on eco. So breaking through this round real quick, I started cat, but then I heard them going fast A main, so I went back and repositioned. I was trying to hold the angle, but then they ran a blinded and then smoked and ran out. At this point, I immediately shift my attention to the minimap to look for a time to come out of the smoke and try to get a kill. Once my teammate on site gets his first fight, I come through and then I'm able to kill the Phoenix and then dismiss back out into cover. Since I'm behind the smoke again, I'm just staring at minimap to see if I can get another kill off of a timing or just spamming. Luckily, I kill the Reyna and then we're in a 3v1, so I just slow down, wait for my teammates, and then we retake the site together and I get the 3rd kill. Despite winning that A hold, we actually had a hard time holding A for the rest of the half. Once we got to 9-8, they pretty much just went A 3 rounds in a row, and then we lost every single round, even though they were just rushing. I felt like I couldn't do too much because I wasn't positioning myself on the site and I was kind of playing rotator. And I think it's difficult to play rotator as a Reyna, at least in this case, because they had Reyna blind and Sova dart, which kind of, stops us from pushing through the smoke. Game ends up going into OT, we're down 12-13, and then they just go A again, and I'm playing another A retake, and that's how we lose. Oh yeah, did I mention we were playing against Muda and Shanks this game? Both of them were playing duelists and top fragged on their team. But even though we lost, I was actually pretty happy because I was actually shooting back, and it wasn't against randoms. Okay, so before we went into game 2, I was able to fix the exit lag problem to have good ping and actually have voice comms. Basically, I just had to turn off redirect login connections. And if you guys are wondering why I was using exit lag in the first place, basically my internet provider has terrible routing for the past 9 months. I'm not sponsored by ExitLag, but you can sign up for an affiliate code, which is what I did. So if you do end up using the program and you sign up with it, you can use my link and I get 20% of what you pay for. It's something that you might want to try to lower your ping if you have bad routing. This won't help you if you already have bad ping based on distance, but if it is a routing issue, then it's at least worth trying out, and it's worked for me so far. Okay, so going into the next game, I just want to highlight 2 rounds. The first one is I'm rotating from A to B, and I'm making sure I rotate quickly here because I hate playing retake B. As I'm rotating, I'm staring at the minimap to decide on when to throw my nade and how to throw the nade. So this nade here, I'm throwing for long because they're coming out of long, which means that I like to aim a little bit lower and then jump throw. If they're coming out of hookah, then I'll just aim higher and then just run through. By the time I reach the spawn smoke, my teammates are still alive, so I make sure to run out of the smoke and just fight with them. I end up getting a nade kill, and I kind of just hit my shots here, and I actually get 5. So pretty nice round here. Another round I wanted to highlight is actually an OT round. So we're in a 3v2 retake, and I'm right next to the brim trying to make sure I can trade him. I don't trade him because I suck, but then I throw the satchel, and that lets me detonate it as I peek to make sure I win that duel. The main thing that I wanted to highlight here is number 1, I'm trying to trade my brim. Number 2, I'm throwing the satchel just to go for the repeak. And then number 3, I'm not over obsessing about headshots, even though it doesn't look clean. I'm just going for the body shots, and that's enough to secure the round. We end up winning that game, and I rank up to Ascent 2, and that was also my first match MVP since coming back to the game. Okay, so that was the first day of the week. I only actually played 2 games, and also this video is already at 6 minutes. Jesus Christ. Okay, so we'll move on to day 2. This is where that mental fragility comes in. It's gonna be pretty painful. Basically, I was making a lot of comms to the team, and they weren't listening. 2 rounds, I asked my team to go A, and then twice they died fighting mid.
My ult is
Let
ready.
me re-clear A with my drone.
Reloading.
Come A, re-clear A with my drone.
Deploying drone.
You're close.
Close off clear. A long's clear. Wait, why were you fighting mid? What the fuck? I'm darting long again. I have drone this time for sure.
Alarm bot out. Get out of my
Revealing
way.
area.
80 kill drone. 40 jet.
Bro, why did my team keep fighting mid, bro?
Deploying
Just
drone.
come A!
Come on, you motherfucker! Ah, shit! God damn it! Same shit, different day.
Last player standing. Spike down A.
Every time my team goes mid, they die. And then we had this whole killjoy ult thing. I think it'll just be easier for you guys to see the rounds. We just have to save the killjoy ult to counter the killjoy ult.
Killjoy.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah. It's been the same conditions for the past 3 rounds, you fucking idiot. We already knew they had killjoy ult. We already knew we had killjoy ult. We called that 3 rounds ago.
You also use Killjoy up post.
Yes, killjoy ult post. I already called that 3 rounds ago. Fucking brain dead, bro.
Deploying drone.
Brain dead. They're all brain dead. Euro peeking top short.
Shock dart.
Can you hold it?
Use Killjoy up post. Use Killjoy up post. Use Killjoy up post.
Now save your ult for post.
Scouts down.
Last player standing.
How was the strat to save killjoy ult for post? We called it 3 times. Hello? Or am I playing with bots? I asked my team to go A, and then 2 rounds they go and die mid. Okay, so obviously I'm freaking out. This is definitely the problem I'm having this week, is the mental side of things. We actually do end up winning this game, and I only had 7 kills at the end of it. I've been finding that when I play Initiator, I have a hard time getting kills, but not only that, when I make comms and it's not reciprocated, I end up tilting and then I perform poorly, just like this game. So for the next game, number 1, I wanted to make sure I didn't pick Initiator, and number 2, I was mentally reset for this one. And it almost worked out. Let me show you the pistol round. I was in a 1v4 and I almost won it. So in a 1v4, you can kind of expect them to run at you, so I just smoke top mid and then try to get into like a really close position. I end up punishing the 2 people that kind of just run through for fun. And I know the last 2 are there, so I'm kind of just jiggling and pre-firing to try to get the first kill. I do get that kill, and I slowly start to like back up to go towards site to plant. Looking back on it, I think I actually should have just fought this guy instead of being scared, but I get the plant down. Going into this 1v1, I'm kind of amped up, so I try to take a breath to calm myself down. And at this point, I don't want to like push the narrative and play a little too aggressively in the clutch, so I decided to just sit spawn and wait for him to come to me. The problem is, I forgot he could pick up wingman and use it again, which means that now I have to be pressured to make a play instead of just playing the tap, and that's why I lose. So then fast forward a few rounds, and I'm in a 1v5, and I almost pull it off again. So just like last time, I know they're gonna run at me, so I'm kind of just playing some kills here, and I'm just holding like a weird spot. I'm able to hit some nice shots and then get 3 kills and TP out. As I'm running up the site, I hear this guy chasing me, so I throw a smoke and then I actually take a step back and kill that guy running through. Now I'm in a 1v1 against the Gekko again, so I ult to B site to reset the situation and plant. I literally tell myself, Alright, let's not make the same mistake. Instead of playing passively, I decided to play aggressively to try to get a timing before he rotates into market. And I didn't get the timing. I probably should have just played that one in B main. You can kind of see I'm so close, but I'm not there yet. And I think that's just going to come with more time. So fast forward to defense. The main issue this game, in my opinion, was the A main fight. I was doing the one way and I was flashing. The problem was I couldn't get my teammates to subscribe to the idea of actually fighting for A main, even though we won the fight on pistol round. As we were getting into the gun rounds, I would throw the one way, throw the flash, and then I would realize my team isn't holding it, especially this specific round here. Turns out my Neon requested a judge, even though my Raze has $3,000 and he's just sitting down in elbow doing nothing. After the round is over, he just types in chat, "I have a judge," and then I was like, my bad, I thought you requested Vandal because the Raze had 3K, whatever. At that point, we lose that round. It's 8-11. I kind of gave up and we lost. And this is also kind of where that mental fragility comes in. I just don't understand why he requested a judge and there's no calming. Okay, so this next game's pretty quick. We ended up being up 12-10 and then we lose 4 rounds in a row. And I get tilted because we lost and I kind of just mentally gave up. It wasn't really anything too exciting about this game, but you can see the mental issues coming up again. So that's why I wanted to highlight it. Okay, so buckle up for this last game because this one's actually kind of crazy. It highlights a lot of the issues that I was having, so I just kind of wanted to break it down for you guys. So immediately, round 2, my Sova goes, "Oh, that's Dopai. We won."
Oh, that's Dopai. Nice, we won.
We lost pistol round. I have the Yoru from last game on the Ascent game. And since we just lost the Ascent game and I have the same teammate, I'm obviously a little bit tilted. And I just responded with, I don't think we won. You can tell my mental is terrible here. Fast forward, I started to get delusional and think they're stream sniping because I was streaming with no delay. And then I hide my screen and it's 4-6. Turns out they weren't stream sniping, or if they were, they weren't stream sniping me because it ends up being 5-12. And then I unhide the screen because I didn't think it would make a difference. But then something magical happens. Number 1, I stopped caring about the game and my performances. And number 2, I stopped thinking they were stream sniping, and guess what happened? We won that round, then we won the next round, and then I got a 3K on top site A, and then we won that round, and then we won the next round, and then we faked A and I ulted B, and then I got a kill, and then I have this crazy post plant. I'm gonna break this down for you guys. So after I ult B and my teammate dies, it's a 3v5, right? So I have to get a kill here, so I immediately swing to try to get that trade. Thankfully, their Sova overpeaks even though he's hit 120. As we get into the post plant, I'm kind of just trying to reposition to find a good angle. I just don't really know how to play the B post plant, if I'm being honest. All of these angles kind of feel uncomfortable. So once they start their retake, I actually TP out to try to go back main to look for a fight real quick. And then they pop their Astra ult. I wasn't paying attention to the Astra wall, I'm being honest. So they pop their Astra wall. I'm like, oh shit, I gotta get back into sight. At this point, I'm staring at my mini map and making sure I know what fight I'm looking for so I can move my crosshair accordingly. My Sova dies and then I'm trying to hold for the Yoru swing. He doesn't end up wide swinging me and just jiggles me. As soon as he jiggles me, I know he's not going to give me a straight on fight, so I have to immediately swing to the right to see if I can catch a timing on the other players that are scaling for the retake. And luckily, I'm able to get 2 with some decent shots and them missing the op. At this point, my brain kind of just short circuits and I don't really even know what's going on. I'm just spinning around. I end up getting the headshot on the guy Heaven and we win that round. And that takes us to 10-12. And at this point, I say winnable, but honestly, I'm not trying to get too emotionally invested. As you can tell, my mental is not really there. Then the next round, their Sova starts with a 2K and I'm just like, dang, that's not good. So I just swing and then somehow I managed to get 2 kills back. And then we won that round and they saved. And then for this next round, as we're executing, I'm just staring on the minimap again, looking for a timing to go through the smoke. I see the guy on minimap that he's Heaven, immediately swing through, get that kill, and then fall back into the smoke. And that secured us the bomb site. So we end up winning that round, taking us into OT. Then it's 12-12, I'm going for a flank. I catch the Yoru, he was really low HP, and I get spotted by the Jet. So at this point, I just want to stall and be annoying and just stay alive. Because if I can stall and kind of be a nuisance, then my Jet might be able to defuse the spike and, you know, maybe I can get some type of timing to go for a kill on this guy. Unfortunately, I didn't account for the Astra being on the left, so I kind of overswung when I was going for the spam, and that ended up costing the round. Then we're in a 2v5, and I'm like, oh, we lost, GG's. But then a miracle happens. I'll just let you guys see the round.
3, Jet's at 100 backside with Astra. Jet's at 100 backside.
30 seconds left.
Why is they still through there though? Like I thought they would have rotated to B.
Ten seconds left. One enemy remaining.
I'm the fucking greatest. We win this right now.
I mean, bro, our Jet just pulled off an ace in a 2v5 to take us into double OT. I'm just like, hell yeah, let's go, winnable. So a little bit of my energy is coming back, but shout out Jet. It's 13-13 round. I try to set up Jet for a kill with the flash. It didn't work out. I smoke main, go for the trade. I get traded. Thankfully, they go B into our Cypher and Sova, and they're able to hold it down. Our Cypher gets a 3K, and that brings us to 14-13. Now I gotta teach you guys this tech, okay? So we successfully get the site. I guess they were playing retake or something. I go for the ledge plant, okay? So this is how you plant ledge. You stand right up next to the wall, but then you don't look straight out. You look at like an angle, and then that'll let you plant on the wall. So after I get the bomb down, I just fall off site, and then I decide to play post plant to play the spam because I know it's a good plant and they don't have Astra wall. I'll wait for my smoke to come back up and actually smoke ourselves off because it's a good plant. So as long as they can't shoot back at us, we can kind of spam the guy off spike. My Sova has the Odin, so I'm pretty sure he has the spam on point, and I'm just making sure we don't get pushed from the side. So that's why I'm kind of going back and forth here. Thankfully, I killed the Deadlock, and I'm pretty sure no one else is going to be pushing. So I put my attention back onto the spike, and we're able to secure the round and win 15-13. Honestly, after winning the game, it was more of a relief rather than celebration. As you can tell, my mental isn't really where I want it to be, but it's good that I can kind of recognize these things, I think, and slowly work on it. I don't expect it to be an overnight fix. Actually, it's not a fix yet at the time of this recording, but I think it's getting a little bit better. And with that, that wraps up day 2. Okay, so going into this next day, this is the new act. Finally, I hated playing those end of the act games. They were just so low quality. Immediately jumping into it, I queued a Reyna game. We got stomped. It was 3-13. Placements were over. Placed Ascent 2. Next game was also a blur. We got stomped, whatever. Okay, so we lost the first 2 games, and we're going into the next 4. This is where it just felt like my luck was kind of turning around. I actually duo queued with Jet Daddy these 4 games. He reached out to me, and I haven't duo queued yet, but I just figured, you know, why not? Jet Daddy's cool, and I just wanted to actually enjoy the game. And enjoyed it, I did. The first game, we just ran down sites pretty much every round with our Jet and Neon comp. The thing that I wanted to highlight for you guys is the power of the Omen one-way smoke on A site in the Haven post plant. I know that was a lot to say, but basically the A post plant is free with the smoke. So once you get the site and you're in the post plant, instead of using your third smoke, your refresh smoke on Heaven, use it spawn, but make sure you throw it on the one-way. Like there's like a little ledge. Then their options are to go from Heaven, which isn't great because they all have to jump out. Or they try to flat out spawn with a bunch of util, which you can kind of counter with your own util. So you can see here, they're kind of coming out. I break the blind, I use my blind, and then we all swing and fight together. I get killed full blind, you know, it is what it is at this point. But my teammates are eventually able to close that out. And you can see the one way is just way too good. Then I'll show you one more where I throw the one way and then I fully whiff on the guy that runs out. But thankfully my teammate trades me and then they can kind of just close that post plant out as well. So we end up winning that game 13-3, and this is where the luck starts rolling. So for this next game, we are playing Omen Sunset. And attack went well. I'm not going to actually go into any of that. I just wanted to highlight the things on defense. So traditionally, what I like to do on Sunset is play A with the one-way plus the flash. However, they just kept going B over and over. Now, they had good util to take B. They had the Sova Shocks and the Raze nade, so my Cypher wasn't having a really good hold. And as a result, I was forced to play B retake not once, not 2 times, not 3 times, but 4 rounds in a row. At that point, someone on my team calmed, you know, maybe try the B main smoke and just contest B main, and that guy's a genius. The first round, I smoke B. I'm playing it with Jet Daddy, and I smoke it, and then I have my flash out. Unfortunately, Jet Daddy gets spammed. I should have broke his boom bot. Don't tell him. I actually got him killed there. I should have broke his boom bot. Eventually, I hear the drone, pop my flash, I swing out, and I get 2. Then I ult A, and we fight elbow, and we win the round. Let's go. And for the rest of the half, I smoked B main pretty much every single round, and they were just using their boombot and nade and sometimes a Sova dart every single round. Eventually, we won that game 13-11. I definitely think it helped that they were using so much util to take B main, and I actually rank up to Ascent 3 off of that win. The next game, they FF'd, and I guess we just won some rounds and they got tilted. I don't really know, but I mean, I'm telling you, my luck was going my way now. So then we move on to the last game of the day, Astra Abyss. Okay, you might be wondering, why am I playing Astra in the first place? Because I played Omen last time. Last time I played Omen, I just didn't like that my smokes took so long to throw when I was on the opposite site. But not only did it take me so long to throw, it also forced me to play certain positions because I didn't have the range to smoke across the map. And if you guys were there for the Controller to Radiant grind I did last year, I really liked Astra, and I started out the climb with Astra and Viper. So the first thing I want to highlight is Astra ult is actually useful. I like to use the ult to go for easy plants. So you can see here on the A bomb site, I'm using it to plant bridge. And then probably the best thing about Astra on attack is you can use the suck to win the post plant. So we're all just in main here. We have Sova ult. and then I suck off first tap, and then we sub ult for second, and then we just went off time. As for defense, I just feel like the util works a lot better. Not only can I cross map smoke, I just have a pre-play star on A and B choke. I feel like the suck is just really good to stall, and I'll show you some A holds here. So I'm just waiting for timing on when they're coming out. Typically the Q is when they actually smoke heaven, and then I'll suck and then I'll drop down. But this time they kind of just ran out. I was able to get a kill first. And then for this next one, they actually did smoke first, and I just throw down all my stars, I suck, and then I drop down and kill the jet, and we have another successful hold. And for the last round of the half, I kind of just wanted to highlight the retake here. So I'm just going for a bunch of spam jiggle pre-fires just so I don't die. Last week I was in this position when I was playing Gekko with the game where Cavern dropped 30 and Wardell was on my team. And I didn't use enough util, but also I kind of went out spawn too quickly. Basically, I just wasn't playing my life. So I learned my lesson that game, and I made sure to kind of just actually apply that learning here. And I'm just playing my life, going for spams, going for jiggle pre-fires, and essentially not overcommitting. I don't know why, but I just feel like these spawn fights don't feel good for me on defense retake, and they always favor the attacker. Maybe it's just because I don't have enough reps on it, but this is kind of just me running away from the fight, but it also buys time for my teammate to go on the spike and defuse. Anyways, we win that game, and that puts us at Ascendant 3 with 72 RR to end the day. Okay, so going into game 4 of this week, we started off with Haven on Omen, and I'm going to be completely honest, we just got carried by Koala Noob this game. If you take a look at this round, I'm pretty much just throwing smokes and then just staring at Koala Noob getting kills with the op. And then after the round, I'm like, that guy is kind of insane, and I kind of recognize his voice. Is that Koala?
On your boy.
I know exactly
I can one-way in too. Nice.
You're actually a bitch with that gun, bro.
Yeah, is that, are you Koala? Koala Noob?
No.
No?
Figured it out that fast?
You sound like him.
Oh, fuck.
You do sound like.
Damn it, bro. How am I supposed to... I gotta get a voice changer on this account.
Yeah, that's how you do it. Or like webcam. And turns out, it is him. So shout out Koala, thanks for the carry. We ended up winning that game, 13-5, and I only had 9 kills, and that ranked me up to Immortal 1. Thanks for the primer, Toothy. Immortal! Woo! Okay, so the next game is Bind, and I'm playing Fade, and you guys already know my initiator is terrible for some reason. I start the game with my first kill, securing a round against Rosa. He almost has a 3k, just take a look here. I thought he would be short, so I'm just like kind of holding short for my teammates, but then my teammates both died to him. And then I rush over to the spike to tap. He has his ult, and he actually gave me a little bit of a gap in the smoke. So instead of immediately swinging, I just like kind of mess with the timing a little bit by standing in the gap and then swinging. I'd like to think that it messed up his internal timer and got me the advantage in the kill, but that was my first kill this game. And then I actually only get one more kill this half. I don't really know what this initiator problem is, but I think it's partly me just using so much util and just not actually putting myself in good spots for fights. A good example of that is this round where I'm rotating from B to A. I ult, double Prowler, and then I swing short thinking he wouldn't be able to hear me. And I'm just like, I don't know, I'm just like not ready for the fight mentally, and it's just like a terrible swing. And then obviously I die. And then I complain about me sucking. Why am I so terrible? Why am I so terrible, bro? Not even 1 point of damage. And I end the half 2-9. It starts to get so bad that on the second half, I hold flank to get my 4th kill so I don't end up getting into pie allegations. And we end up winning this game 13-9, even though I went 6-15. And it says I have 3 assists. I'm pretty sure I should have more assists than that, but maybe it's because Prowler just gets broken before it actually interacts, and then the haunt probably gets broken before. I don't really know. I'm pretty sure I should have more assists than that, but that could just be me coping. But so far the lesson I'm learning is try to stay away from initiator because I'm terrible on this role, and I didn't think I was this bad on it. This next game, let me just show you this round. This round is literally the perfect footage to kind of summarize this game. I felt like we couldn't really do anything, and that one was just over. Die, bro! As a whole. Looking at the God damn it!
Territory, my rules. I have
Oh no! No! The next one was Omen Ascent. Nothing crazy. I just thought that this round was pretty funny. I died jump spotting, and we ended up winning 13-11 anyways. I don't think I played particularly well, but there's just nothing that stood out for me to highlight for this game. And then the last game of the day was Deadlock on Abyss. I don't really know why I picked Deadlock. I think I just wanted to try a new pick and I thought Deadlock would be good. Surprisingly, this game also had no standout rounds. We lost 14-16, but that was the last game of the day and we move on to the next one. So starting off day 5, I probably had one of the most, I don't want to say unfortunate experiences, but just one of the most like unenjoyable ranked experiences since the start of the act. Let me just show you the clip. Okay, so just to give a little bit of context, the attack half went obviously not great. We're starting the defense half 3-9. And we were kind of getting like a no calm game. Our Sky didn't really calm at all. Our Reyna and Jet were duo queued. You can see that the Jet's kind of attacking me a little bit, and then I retaliate because my ego is a little bit bruised, and you know, it's just I need to control my emotions a little bit better here.
My name is Dopai TV.
That's me.
How are we supposed to win?
My name's Tyler.
My name is literally Dopai.
What's your name?
My name is Traded.
Oh, I've heard bad things about you.
My name's fucking Jeff.
What bad things have you heard about me?
The other day someone said Trade is the guy who cries in Radiant lobbies, but I've never played with you, so I don't know.
Yo, they're rushing your site, bro. Play the game.
GG's.
You're telling me to play the game? That's ironic. But that was not a great start to the game, and that round in itself kind of summarized the whole experience. Unfortunately, those vibes go into the next game as well. This round in particular, I asked my Jet to buy me a Guardian 3 times in a row, and he blatantly ignores me.
Here, can someone play elbow and tell me if they're coming in? I'm gonna ult them.
Yeah, can I get a Guardian, please? Can you buy me a Guardian, please? Yeah, can you buy me a Guardian, please?
Shadows traveling.
Ah! Oh, free Vandal, nice. Fucking dog shit player. Later in the game, his duo partner claims that he doesn't know English, and that's why he didn't buy me.
Oh, it's because you don't speak English, bro. I'm killing him.
And then it's kind of funny because next half he starts flaming me in English.
Go Cypher.
Appreciate it, XXL.
Do you have can Cypher? Can. Nice.
Crazy how fast they learn.
My shadows, they will hide you.
I honestly just don't have the patience to deal with this type of stuff, and I just mentally am not strong enough at this point in time to keep myself in the game and to win. But we did actually end up winning the game, thankfully. They actually performed really well. I didn't perform well, and as you can see, I'm still having those mental issues. And then we get another Omen Ascent. And at this point, I'm like, okay, I just need to like play my own game. I'm just gonna do my own thing. And this is where this round comes into play. So it's 8-6, we're on a bonus round. I have a Spectre. I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna go in, I'm gonna TP in, I'm gonna play my own game. I'm gonna play my duelist playstyle. And I just run into the market smoke, and luckily I catch the Sova with his dart out and I get that kill. I eventually come back around the site because I realized there's a guy back site and we're not dealing with him. So I run back to lane and then I TP in front of him and then I just run and gun this guy down. I know that my smoke is coming up, so I jiggle left for my homie and then I smoke it and then I'm just holding the planter. And when you're in a 2v1 like this, or at least when I'm in a 2v1 like this, on this bomb site, I like to hold stairs and then I like to peek off of my teammate lane instead of me holding lane and peek off of my teammate's stairs, just because I feel like peeking stairs feels a little bit awkward with that double box there, which is why I position myself next to the box with my smoke here. Fast forward to 9-8 and I decided to TP in front of the market smoke again, this time swinging stairs, getting that kill and then running into the market smoke like an idiot. I don't know why I go for that play. It's not honestly a great play, but I just went for it and I get the kill. I think part of it is I heard him spamming, so I thought I can kind of just run in and catch a timing. Probably not the best play. I could probably just hold the smoke, and I'll probably go for that play again in the future, if I'm being honest. And this wouldn't be a good game if it wasn't close, but you know me, controller god over here. That's a joke, by the way. But you've seen 2 clips of me entering, and now I go for a crazy lurk. So I'm just kind of lurking A here. And normally when you lurk, you actually lurk through mid. But on this map in particular, you can actually lurk through the opposite bomb site because the CT spawn lane is so long. Let me just show you the clip. So my teammates are executing out of B and I TP into heaven. And then as I'm flanking, like you can see, I'm seeing the guys spawn right there. So it's actually a pretty good line for me. And it's a much less risky lurk compared to going mid because people will rotate mid and then clear you out, whereas they don't rotate to clear a main, you know? So you can get a good timing here. Don't mind the whiffs. I killed the 2 guys spawn and I eventually run up and killed the Sova for the 3k. And then now we get into the last round of OT. So I'm trying to play my jump up spot that I showed you guys earlier, but on a slight variation, I'm actually not jumping up. We don't really have good contact for heaven, so I'm just looking for a crack angle here. Unfortunately, I don't get the kill and the Reyna blinds and my smoke comes up, so I immediately give us a smoke and I call it to my jet. And then here, we just hold the smoke together. Unfortunately, my jet dies, I get the trade. I run out of the smoke to force him to run through the smoke again, and then I get that kill. My goal here is mainly just to stay alive. After the second kill, I was thinking about ulting out to go A main or something. I just didn't think I had time, so I thought I could get the third. And because I played my life, we actually won off of time. And that is my second match MVP ever since coming back, and I was pretty happy about my performance that game, mainly because I felt like I was playing confident, I had some depth in my game, and I was doing a bunch of different things, but my mental was better. And I think duo queuing with Bobovo definitely helped with that. And then we have to end the week with this last game. Guys, it's so painful. I don't know why I keep picking Initiator. It's just like I'm not insta-locking smokes, but I end up playing Gekko on binds. And I mean, you guys already know the story on my Initiator, so I'm not gonna give you the details. But just take a look at this last round, bro. We're in a 1v5, well, a 5v1. And my teammates just run it down, and then I'm in the 1v1 and he crouch peeks me and then I die, and it's just like, come on, man. I feel like this is just, it's just so painful. So that was a week of ranked games. Hopefully you guys liked the new formats of me giving more context on the rounds. It definitely increases the amount of time it takes to create these videos. I think it took me like 3 to 5 hours to go through every single stream and then kind of like recapping those games and then obviously recording it. But do let me know if you guys prefer this style and if it's worth it to you, because if it is, I'll continue to do so. I almost forgot, I had a bonus stream on Saturday, so normally I stream Monday through Friday, but I decided to benchmark myself on the Voltaic Valiant benchmarks on Saturday just because I felt like my aim was off and I wanted to get an idea of where I was. So on screen, you'll see my original benchmarks when I used to play before. And I'm Immortal complete, and I'm also Radiant complete with some Elysian scores. Now there's no way to actually reset the benchmark, so I made a whole new AimLabs account, and then I did the benchmarks from start to finish on a new account. And I have diamond scores, which I wasn't expecting, and I was Ascendant ranked. To be honest, I was a little upset with that, so I pretty much just played for the rest of the stream. I didn't even know it was like 2 hours maybe. I just grinded the benchmarks, starting from the bottom. And on screen here, you'll see my benchmarks ending the day with a few more Immortal scores. And then on Sunday, I had a little bit of free time and I pretty much just played the benchmarks straight for 3 hours and trying to get Immortal complete. I wasn't able to squeeze out Immortal on some of these tasks. So we have 5 more to go to get Immortal complete. But hopefully that comes soon and I can get some of my aim performance back for the next week. That is week 2. I wanted to mention, if you guys are still here, definitely take a look in my Discord for my coaching program if you guys are interested in getting coached one-on-one by me. Other than that, I would love to see you guys in the stream, so make sure to join the Discord to see the stream schedule and any updates regarding the stream there. But have a good one.